And welcome everyone to and Coach. That long off season is over. The NBA is back. How happy are you to hear those words?
You have no idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Obi Toppin out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Trae Young. And it's White in at the 2. Now here's White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Myleague, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
And here's Booker. Pass to Krejci. Now here's Embiid. Guarded by Toppin. Outside Booker. There's the triple. Rebound by Philadelphia. Young looking for an opening. Thybulle on the wing. Toppin outside. Wembanyama down low. Embiid's there. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
And he sinks the second. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons. Player almost a decade younger. Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. White can't hit. Boston on offense. They trail by 3. Inside. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Barrett.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
White, the pass to Toppin. And here's Young. Up and over Brooks. And that one comes up a bit short. It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by White. Fader on the way. Barrett can't hit.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Young, the pass to Wembanyama. Philadelphia moving it around. Toppin with it. Now guarded by Booker. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Celtics trail by 4. It's stolen by Thibault. Outside Young. Pass to Toppin. And here's Thibault, guarded by Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. The Sixers with another miss. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And it's blocked by Thibault. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Left side, Wembanyama. Shoots from the line. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. To the paint. Outside for Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Pass to White. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Thibault. The three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Barrett passes to Brooks. Here's Booker. Nails the baby hook.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Unloads from 13. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Krejci. Still without a bucket. Outside Barrett. Shoots over Thibault. Barrett can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 4. White looking it over. Young with it. For 3. Horford pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics.
Oh, even in a bad situation, Booker has finesse. Works around the foul with grace instead of power.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And Boston with some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Brooks. George comes in for Krejci. And Simon has subbed in for Barrett.
Yet known as one of the game's most talented scorers, Booker is locked in on wanting to compete for championships.
Pass to Gafford. Now here's Merrill. Jerome outside. Out to Oubre. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Simons outside. Pass to Smith. Horford outside. Here's George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Sixers leading. To the middle. Simon Simons against Jerome. Simons with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, you see that quick release. And Simon right on the money.
And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
BA, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
Now here's Simons. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. The Celtics in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Dick, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Philadelphia also making some changes. Kevin Love comes in for Gafford. Kolek comes in for Jerome. And here's Oubre from the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. Up top, Smith. Pass to George from outside the arc. The rebound by Kolek. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 33% in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Love. And he makes it on the layup. And now a three-point Philadelphia lead.
And Love is a high percentage shooter in the paint.
Now Simons. Basket counts. Simons has got 5. Here's Kolek. He's scoreless. Pass to Oubre. Here's Kolek. He's covered by Simons. There's a screen by Love. Here's Kolek. Misses the 3. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Down low. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by Simons. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Boston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Simons. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Kolek. Merrill outside. Shot clock at 5. Offline with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Wiggins with a steal. Driving in. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wiggins is good at picking his spots on his drives. Now, he won't force it, but when the opening's there, he takes it.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick, Stan. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid two-way player.
And the Celtics making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Wiggins, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Simons deciding where to go with it. Pass to Embiid. The 3-ball sinks the tray.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by Simons. Merrill outside. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Merrill's got his second basket of the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Wiggins. Wiggins outside. Here's Kolek. He's covered by Simons. Clock at 6. Fires the three. Kolik's shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. George passes to Simons. Back to George. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wiggins with a steal. Here's Kolik. He's covered by Simons. Pass to Wiggins. To the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia on top, up by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Dylan Brooks is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Grady Dick. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Booker in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Barrett finds Booker. Over Young. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Yeah, Booker sees how they're defending him and just takes what's there.
Young against Brooks. Young with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Booker looking around. Beyond the arc. Oh, yeah! Booker dialing long distance.
If there's anything Booker can't do on a basketball court, I want to know all about it, because tonight he's doing it all.
Young against Brooks. Pass to Gafford. Wembanyama, screen on Barrett. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Booker, the pass to Embiid. Barrett against Jerome. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Ty Jerome. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
The first one falls.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
Some changes for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Embiid. And Krejci subbed in for Dick. Philadelphia also making some changes. Oubre comes in for Wiggins. And it's Thibault in for Trae Young. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Jerome passes to Wembanyama. Pass to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Boston with a rebound. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. And it's blocked by Thibault. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Toppin, he's checked in for the Sixers.
Obi Toppin.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. For three, Barrett buries it from three. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You gotta like the quick decision making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
Jerome passes to Gafford. And here's Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. Outside Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brooks outside. It's Booker on the wing. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out.